Hi, do you have an Android phone? You have. Do you know how they use it? You know some of them. Do you know how it operates? You might not know. Or you might not know all that happens. You have your phone, you call with it, you receive calls with it. Sometimes you can do some business on it. You can WhatsApp. Yes. You can take picture, selfie, send it on Instagram. But there are more usage than that. I know quite a number of people have made a lot of money with their Android phones. I'd be glad to let you know that there are people that could be spying on you using your phone. Sometimes you might not know why your phone, your Android is heated hot and you didn't use it. That hot. Sometimes you wonder why the power will just be on. Or the battery is drained easily. You want to wonder what is happening to my phone. And some strange information gets into your phone. The site you had never been to. Just future pop-ups, which you never bargained for. Somebody is doing something on your behalf. Let me say this, I am not having the intention to frighten you. No. I don't want to frighten you. In counseling, a lot of partners have told me how they track their spouses or how their spouses track them. The common one is you are around your spouse, lay hold on your cell phone and enter a particular code on it, diverting all your calls. Oh, sorry. When you are receiving your calls, it will ring with him or her, and you will have first-hand information. As long as he has a airtime on his phone, anywhere, your phone. There is a particular facility in the phone you carry that can record, that can divert. Sometimes your partner doesn't have to touch your phone to know who you are chatting with, who you are calling, what you have said, and everything. They can take your pictures from wherever you are. Very well. You might be in America and your spouse is in Africa. As long as he knows your number, he will access you. He will track you. That's why I laugh. You see, where you sit or stand determine what you see or how you see. Some people are putting password on their phone. They don't need password to access your phone. They don't. Now, the question I've always asked them is, how differently would you have behaved if you knew that your partner is dropping you? If he's hearing or she's hearing everything you are saying to an opposite sex, how you are talking to her or him, how much you have loved him or her, and how you want to marry him or her, why you have a wife or a husband at home, how differently would you have behaved if you knew that somebody is hearing everything first hand? I mean, in the person of your wife or your husband. It can even be worse. He or she might be there sharing with someone else, and now you are playing big lady or big man game or role, denying everything, while you know that everything is laid bare before your partner, but it might not be immediately known to you. How do you think? All right. How do you feel when you are thinking and you are conscious of the fact that what I am stealing, either a stolen water that is very sweet, either cash, cheating, whatsoever you are doing, how would you have reacted or acted differently if you knew that somebody watches you? All our stores on the streets, we have surveillance camera. How will you behave differently if you knew that somebody is recording you without your knowledge? Wherever you are being recorded. Somebody is taking record of whatever you are doing. Would you have behaved differently? I don't know. But everybody wants to be conscious of himself. If you have done any online courses, by the time you want to turn on, or you want to tune to your camera, it will say that dress well, present yourself well, because your camera will be visible to the class. Oh, and that's why you see people dress well, and they put on tie, and they put on, I mean, they are fantastic because they are conscious of the fact that somebody watches them or views them somewhere. Can I shock you? There's nothing on earth we do that is not recorded. Nothing. You go ahead reporting your wife to your parents, to your friends. You also go ahead and report, betray your husband before your people, before your office people. Everything is in record. Somebody somewhere knows about what you are doing. Nothing is hidden. Sincerely yours. How will you act? Will you have acted differently? When you are hiding somewhere and you are uttering figure? When you are saying something different from what is in your heart? How will you feel when you know somebody has a surveillance camera? How? You see, just like the manufacturers of our phones, Android, put something therein that can record, so also God might have put something in us that signal him. David was very wise in Psalm 139. Say, where will I go? Where will I be that you will not see me? Even when I hide in darkness, doing those things people in the dark do, is that you see me, because darkness is as bright as light to you. God made both the day and the night. He can see. Then how do you mean when God said that his eye runs to and fro throughout the entire world on behalf of him whose heart is perfect towards him? He watches you. Okay, wait. What do you think when God said that our worlds are continually before him? That he has already engrafted us in the palm of his hand. In his palm. He watches us. Accounting principle says that for every debit entry, there's a corresponding credit entry. I mean, if anybody wants to track you, there must be something, an engine somewhere. And look at the car. When they want to track, we'll put tracking device on your car. Your car is carrying it around. And many people don't know. I know. And a lot of people know that when somebody is going to cheat on her husband and she drives out of the compound, or a man is going to cheat on his wife and he enters his car and drives out of the compound and say, yes, we're now safe. Let us stop freely. You are wasting your time. That car is tracked. And the voice is heard. You are still inside that car. You are trapped. You don't know. It can be retrieved. God has already put in us a tracking device. We carry it around. What is it that we are doing that God does not know? He can decide to tell his people, his prophet, his friend, and if he like, he might decide not to tell anyone. But everything is in record. But my concern today really is not about the record keeping, but your awareness of it. And now that you are aware of it, how differently will you have behaved? You are aware that somebody is recording every step you take, every statement you make, any attempt you have made. Does it surprise you that people in theology, the pastors in the making, also have invigilators? Do you know why? Because they cheat too. Does it surprise you? I have invigilated quite a number of times, and I see that the people you never imagine will cheat will still cheat. If somebody can cheat in exams, he can cheat with your wife or with your husband. He might not be in control of his mind when it has to do with money. He might tell a few lies. Who is fooling who? Everything we do, lay bare before the Lord. In the book of Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 17. Also, in chapter 23 verse 24. He said, all our activities, all our sins, all our pretense, all our hearts, lay bare before God. Then if we know that everything is laid bare before him, then why don't we behave differently? Why do we say continue lying? He sees it. And everything will come to the light one day. And the Bible says that all of us shall stand before the judgment seat of Christ. When I knew that, I rested my case. You see, I could be very choleric. If God tells me something, what you are saying might be 50,000 miles. You are saying something and you now call me or you see me and I say, hey bro Matthew, how are you? Because I knew what I heard, I will now react. And nobody said, what is the problem? But I knew. I said, you are wicked. I can never say anything behind you that cannot say your presence. That is what you see. Better don't come to tell me some lies about someone. I'm going to call the person and say, hey, this is what the person has said. And I don't spare myself. So, but later I now say, Christian, what is your problem? Everything will still come before the Lord. People that lie against people, when they lie against Jesus, do you know, he didn't say, no, I did not say that. He didn't defend himself because he knew that at the end of the day, everybody will see himself or herself. Lie in my cell now. It will not sell eventually. You pretend as if you love your wife. But there's a surveillance camera that searches you. The Bible says God searches the reins, the thought, the intent of everybody. He weighs everybody. Remember what he told that Chadian king? I have weighed you, I have measured it, and you are below scale. It's like, it's weighed, he has weigh scale. It's weighing you. Hey, you can deceive every other person on earth. You cannot deceive God because he's recording everything. All of us will appear before the judgment seat of Christ. And everything that we have done, we shall give account of it. He already said it. So, my concern is, I haven't known that God has his surveillance camera all over us. If we have on the street, in our shopping mall, we have in the car, we have everywhere surveillance camera. How on earth do we think that God does not have where he's recording everything? Then, if we know, why don't we act differently towards our fellow brothers, our fellow sisters? Even when we are lying on the pulpit, why don't we try to check ourselves that God knows? What made us to harden our heart when we know God is recording everything? He knows your heart, he knows your mind. Let me try to round up. I like telling this story so well. If I put it in one of my books. Yes, Bleating of the Sheep. That's the title of the book. Bleating of the Sheep. Don't look for it. You can't find it online. There is this particular family. The man got 4 children. And he was training them, mentoring them how to be professional thieves. He went out one night. He asked his firstborn to man the north, the secondborn the west, the third the east, and the south the fourth. What was his prowess? He knew how to handle goats so that the goat will not say anything, and he will strangulate them, and suddenly the baby, the last born, who was meant to man the south, ran, daddy, and he was scared. He thought somebody was coming because he didn't ask them to steal anything. Just tell the signal to me whether somebody is coming anywhere or the watchmen are coming and all that. Daddy. The man was scared. He said, what happened? He said, Daddy, you asked my brother to watch the north. I wonder one the east. I wonder one the west. I was in the south. That this security is not complete. While they are watching, we are watching whether somebody is coming. We didn't check up whether God is coming. The innocent boy just spoke. Quite innocent. We didn't know whether God is coming, who is watching there, nobody. We need the fifth man. The man said, I understood. Call your brothers, let us go home. That was their conversion. Because he realized that God was watching them. If you cover yourself with a cloth when you are sleeping with another person's wife or another person's husband, God sees you. You change your location, you go to another hotel, another town, go to the US, go to Germany. Nobody knows what you are doing, but God does. God knows what you are doing. He searches the reins. He determines the thoughts. He weighs individual. You have known that he has already inserted something in the inside of all of us that record this for him. He has contact. He has a witness. In the book of John chapter 12 verse 48, Jesus said that where I have a witness, the word has spoken unto you, we judge you that day. We know the word, we know the truth. And that was the solace I gave myself. Why should I be choleric? Why should I be hungry? Because everybody has what is going to judge him. Everybody is another person's servant. We are all God's servant. So why should I judge another person's servant? Let the Lord talk to him or her. But bear in mind that he records you. He watches you. If your camera, your phone, now I'm recording on my cell phone. Everything I am doing is here. God already put on. He already put on in our life. The day we are going to leave this world, then He will say off. Everything we have done on. By the time we breathe the last, then it will be off, and we're going to see everything that will lay bare before God, and the entire world will hear. There will be plenty of time in heaven. My name is Christian Matthew. You know, I didn't tell you my name when I started. It is deliberate. How differently will you behave now? Now you know that God is recording everything. Yeah, my belly. No, I must not be disappointed. It is better to be disappointed on earth than disappointing in heaven. What shall profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? You are precious before the Lord. Please do something about it. God bless you. I repeat, do something about it, and God will bless you.